Hey guys, welcome back to the Wall Street Bull. Anthony here. I hope you're all doing well and staying positive out there. It is never a dull and boring moment in crypto, finance, or the stock market. That is why I love doing daily market updates. Now today we are live, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. This is freaking awesome. Absolutely bullish. I love speaking with everybody in the community and especially all of my subscribers, which are absolutely incredible. You guys absolutely rock. And yes, because we are live and we're actually a couple of minutes early tonight. It's a big day for me tomorrow. There's a lot going on. So looking to get in early this evening. And it is effing freezing in Melbourne at the moment. Hence the reason why I've got the XRP hoodie on. Absolutely love this hoodie, by the way. You can get that in my store, by the way. I'm fairly sure it's still active, but the link is below, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the live stream. As we all know, Gucci may make an appearance during this live stream, so we'll see how we go. We never know what she's going to do. She may pop in, she may not. Who knows? It's up to her. She can do whatever she likes. And there is a lot of news to go through today. I'm not kidding. I was gathering everything later on this afternoon, but yes, there is a lot to go through. We'll get to that in a second. We'll wait for a few more people to join. There's 66 of us here at the moment. Absolutely nice. Where are you watching from? I love doing this on the lives as well, finding out where people are watching from around the world, because crypto brings a lot of us together, which is incredible. And this is the power of crypto. And also, we're going to be talking about, obviously, AMC. We're going to be talking about GME or GameStop today as well. That is ridiculous what is going on there. The whole Wall Street bets thing is back. You know, just from that post from Roaring Kitty. Wow. That's sent all of those Wall Street bets, stocks skyrocketing. Absolutely incredible. To be honest, I personally didn't buy GME or GameStop, but mainly focused on AMC and I believe it was BlackBerry, but it's all back and it's incredible. I'm just literally, before we got on this live, I was watching on CNBC. They're just reporting on it. And yeah, there's a whole range of things coming out of this as well, which is absolutely incredible. So who have we got here in the live? I see all of your comments, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a look here. We've got Boris back in the house from the Philippines. Welcome. We've got Geelong in the house. God, so love the world. Awesome. Crypto, hello from Brisbane. Kia ora. Kia ora. New Zealand? It is New Zealand, isn't it? From Kutu. Anyway, we've got Great Britain in the house. Let's have a look. Sydney's here. Belgium. We've got Holger from Germany. Let's have a look here. Port Lincoln, Jeffrey, welcome. We've got Miami in the house, South Africa, Werribee, South, bit chill for sure. Yeah, 100%. Chris in the UK, greetings from Germany. We've got Geelong in the house, Sarasota, Florida, Melbourne, Swan Hill, Adelaide. We've got Steve from Perth, Steady Bull. That's a nice name. I like that one. From Switzerland, East London on lock. Very nice. Kingsville in Melbourne. Very, very nice, Glenn. Sunshine Coast, all coming in very, very nicely as well. And let's have a look here. I'm in Melbourne in my t-shirt. How are you in a freaking t-shirt? It is freezing outside. It's absolutely ice. We've got New York, Sunshine West, West Midlands. We've got Fort Knox. Is that Fort Knox? Incredible. Watching from New Zealand. Awesome. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Awesome. But seriously, t-shirt in this weather. Wow. Like I'm all into the ice bar things, but yeah, it's quite cold at the moment. Anyway, we've got Cape Town in the house, South Africa. Welcome, Michael. I see all of your comments. By the way, if you have any questions or you want to talk about stuff, make sure you leave it in the live chat comments. I'll make sure to get to every single one of those when I scroll back up towards the end of the live stream. So make sure you do that because I love engaging with everybody. If you've got any questions about crypto or investing or something like that, just put it up and I'll get to all of that at the end of the live stream. Anyway, Bulls, there is a lot to get through. Let's get into it. Massive shout out and thank you to every single one of you who have subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you are new, make sure you smash the subscribe button down there. Turn on that little bell notification because as you can see right here, I absolutely love documenting my journey with investing with cryptos, dividend stocks, growth stocks, talking about passive income, building financial freedom. And of course, my goal at the end of the day is to build generational wealth. So come along this incredible journey. Things are getting pretty wild in this space. Also, if you can give this live stream a thumbs up, watch it straight through, would really help me push this channel out to a lot more people, because the YouTube algorithm is absolute magic when you find, ladies and gentlemen, do that. All right, so make sure you give it a good thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything. It's down there. Thank you very much. You guys absolutely rock. Also, a little disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and due diligence, bulls, because this stuff is for educational and entertainment purposes only. All right, the formalities are out of the way. Welcome everybody to the live stream. New York Rich. All right, I see you're from New York City, and I can't wait to get back to New York. It's been a while. Absolutely love it. And by the way, I was in New York when it was probably, I kid you not, around about 3 to 4 degrees. That was cold. That was really, really cold going to see the Statue of Liberty. That was unbelievable. What else have we got here? All right, we're getting some questions now. Keep them coming. Keep all the questions coming, guys. Anyway, let's get into it. Straight to community tab. Let's see what's happening right here. Yes, Jim Cramer. This is hilarious. Kid you not, put these tweets up, but we have GME or GameStop isn't going to $1,000. Okay, so we've also got AMC won't go to $100, and Bitcoin will never hit $1 million. Now, inverse Cramer, right? Doing the complete opposite of what Jim Cramer has worked. Funnily enough, somebody or an institution actually started an ETF on Wall Street, inverse Cramer. So they actually started doing everything that Jim was. I kid you not, this is no BS. Go look it up. But they were doing the complete opposite of what Jim Cramer. By the way, if you don't know who Jim Cramer is, CNBC host. All right, so he's just put out some legendary posts on X, and it's done the complete opposite. So again, Bitcoin will never hit $1 million. Well, there you go, Jim. It is going to happen, right? Top altcoins in my portfolio. And by the way, we've got a few things here. This was 12 hours ago, so I wake up quite early in the morning, posting stuff in the community tab. Valuable information right here. Let's have a look. So we've got just in, we've got the state of Wisconsin investment board discloses it holds $100 million in BlackRock's ETF. It's incredible how you've got to, the institutions in the United States have to disclose this through the SEC, right? We've got Renaissance Tech has been trading Bitcoin ETFs according to an SEC filing. The hedge fund founded by the late mathematician Jim Simons has earned 66% per year since 1980s. Now that is an incredible return, and the S&P 500 averages between 8 to 10%, and if you're lucky, 13 to 14 maybe. I'll have to check that, but that's basically on average what I've been, seeing anyway. Now we've got, according to Michael Saylor, there are thousands of US pension funds managing more than $27 trillion in assets, and it's clear, this is his quote, it's clear that they will eventually require some Bitcoin, he added. Global FOMO is coming into this space, that is for sure. Top altcoins in my portfolio. Now, we're not in an altcoin season yet, and you can check this out on the Altcoin Season Index website. And you will truly know when there is basically a full-blown altcoin season. So we're not there yet, but we've got Kin up in the portfolio, Constellation DAG, working with the United States Air Force, incredible project, Sia Coin, Internet Computer or ICP. People are extremely bullish on ICP. Are you bullish on ICP? Let me know in the live chat. I got into ICP, gosh, a few years ago now, and during the peak of the bear market, so to speak, and I've been riding that wave ever since. And Tron, TRX, again, I use TRC20 to transfer my USDT around because it's incredibly cheap and much better than the ERC network or Ethereum network, right? Anyway, that's up as well today. Welcome to the live stream. We've got 159. We've had 197 people tune in. We've got 159 at the moment. That's incredible. Thank you so much. Let's get to coin market cap today. Let's see what's going on here. We've got $2.26 trillion in total market. It's still incredibly low. And again, it's been trading sideways for weeks now, which is annoying. $67 billion in volume. It's still 41% down. That is low. And again, when the trading volume starts to hit around that, 180, $200 billion, yeah, we're going to start to see Bitcoin go back up to its all-time high, which was, this year. Very briefly, it touched it, just kissed it, just a tiny little bit right there. 54% on the Bitcoin dominance, and yes, we've got Ethereum sitting there as well behind that at 15.35%. Would love to see that get flipped by XRP or Solana. I really would. And you can see right here on the chart, it has literally been, the whole crypto market's been trading sideways. This is where true bulls are made, all right? This is where true bulls are made. Moving on, the Fear and Greed Index is sitting at 52 as well. We are at neutral. Whereas a couple, earlier this year, we were like full-blown greed. So we're all very, very greedy, right? Anyway, let's move on to crypto bubbles. And yes, I do have the Wall Street Bull University linked below. This is my official Patreon page where I put up all my buys, sells, trades, indicators, absolutely everything I'm doing with my investing. It all goes up in here. I do speak to the community members as well, which are incredible. And you can also direct message me here as well. It makes things a lot easier to manage. It's so much better than Discord because I get so many messages about Discord, and there's like 20 or 30,000 people in there trying to get, just talk. It's just insane. So much better on the Wall Street Bull University or my Patreon page. And by the way, I'm literally not that far off from nearly hitting 2,000 posts. So we're very close to that, and it's going to be very, very bullish. Now, there's a lot of access in here to my trading bots on 3 commas, which I'm using now on BuyBit, and of course OKEx still. Spot trading on OKEx, so everything's in here as well as my dividend investing. And by the way, if you're just tuning in, I'm going to show you the dividend investing and why I'm extremely bullish on that and have been continuing that now, gosh, for nearly 5.5 years. So we'll get to that in a moment. So make sure you stick around for that because I think that's very important to have cash flow in this day and age. But anyway, go join up to the Wall Street Bull University. It's linked below. Having a quick look at 3 commas, as I always do. Now, I did set up a new trading bot on BuyBit with leverage. Now, again, we had the issue with OKEx. They basically weren't allowed to, keep Australians trading with leverage. It was an absolute nightmare and a disaster. However, BuyBit's still allowing it, so I've made the switch to that. However, I've still got my spot trading bot set up on OKEx. Now, today, this is no BS. I've set them up a 195 pair trading bot, right? All the futures on BuyBit. Absolutely bullish with 10x leverage using an RSI indicator on a 3-minute time frame. So again, when that RSI indicator goes above the 70 line, it's going to open a short, and if it goes below the 30, it's going to open up a long. So basically in the long position. Now you can set these up in both long and short. It's completely up to you. I'm setting them up in a long position. Just very small amount of capital at the moment because things are extremely tight around the world. And, it is what it is, guys. And there were massive liquidations that I experienced. I remember going through a liquidation because of Grayscale. I kid you not, it was around about $6,000 in an hour. No BS. And it was horrible, but you couldn't stop it. Look, I should have definitely put stop losses in there, but these bots don't really work well with stop losses. But anyway, everything's set up in the Wall Street Bull University. Go check that out. Having a quick look at BuyBit, by the way, and the links are below for BuyBit. You can see I've got my long position set up here. All in profit at the moment, which is nice. We've got TRX, which is not. We've got XTZ, Sushi Swap, Monero, MakerDAO right here as well. So these are all trading for me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So that's automatic trading set up with the parameters. Really, really cool software. So I'm just going to let these run. Very, very small margin, I should say capital at the moment because, yes, things are very tight, especially in the crypto world. So 18 positions opened up, 36 orders in the book. So you can set up however big you want, and you can literally trade the markets. Having a look at OKEx as well. Let's open this up. And again, these are set and forget. With the spot trading, you're essentially not trading with leverage, so you don't necessarily have to worry about liquidations. The dollar cost averaging bots that I've got set up on 3 commas basically will move with the market, opening up safety positions as the market drops. It's just going to keep dropping that safety order. And the way I've got the spot trading bot set up, there would have to be a 60% correction in the market, which has never happened, right? Bitcoin would literally need to drop 60%, lose half its value right now, which I really don't think is going to happen. So Anyway, this is set and forget stuff right here. Really nice. I've just let these run. And it's actually made like $200 or $300 profit. So I'm not complaining about that, right? So I'm going to let them run and do their thing. But that's 3 commas in a nutshell. You can copy everything out of there. And if you are new to the live stream, welcome. There's 190 people. Absolutely bullish right here. Anyway, let's go to Crypto Bubbles. Make sure you leave your questions and tell me where you're from and where you're watching from around the world. I'm always fascinated about this. We've got Arizona. Any XDC news, Bull? Yeah, we'll get to XDC. We'll have a look at that and see what's going on there. I haven't seen anything come out recently, so we'll get to that. What else have we got here? Crypto holder since 2014. Wow, that's incredible. That's why I don't like bots. Yeah, well, the bots, they do get liquidations, and I will be honest with you, you do get liquidated with the trading bots, especially trading with leverage. So if you're an emotional trader, be careful trading with leverage. Anyway, let's have a look here on the day. Meme coins are pumping, meme stocks are pumping. It's ridiculous. I mean, Floki's up 16% today, 587% this year. Again, I do trade meme coins with the bots, but I don't hold them in the portfolio, okay? So I'm just making that very clear. On the day, we've got Arweave as well, up 5.6% today. It's still up 486% this year, which is crazy, at $40 US per coin. That is quite expensive, I understand. Now, this one's wild as well. I mean, all the meme stocks up today. 6.4% is Pepe. And people have made significant gains from Pepe, and I'm avoiding meme coins. I'm just making that clear. It's up 544% this year, which is ridiculous. Let's have a look and see what else we have here. And of course, Bitcoin. No, WorldCoin. No, I'm not interested. I am bullish on WorldCoin, by the way. It's in the portfolio. But Bitcoin, it's still up 129% this year. It has been a great asset. It's still going to continue going up in value over time, long term. I honestly foresee this thing will be, Bitcoin will easily be 150K probably towards the end of this year. It's just going to take time to get over these, GBTC or Grayscale's liquidations and selling off Bitcoin. This will eventually go up in price. I mean, it's supply and demand. There's a lot happening in the world of cryptocurrencies at the moment. Anyway, moving on to the news, because we're all bullish about this, right? Ripple's XRP likely to be blow up to $10 price, which is following 7 years of massive accumulation. I'm sure a lot of you out there as well have been accumulating XRP or been holding it for a very long time, and anything is possible, right? But despite the market fluctuations, Ripple's ongoing legal battle with the US SEC, or Gary Gensler, more to the point, absolute dickhead, excuse the language. Again, XRP seems poised for a significant turnaround. Analysts project a major surge in its price after almost a decade of accumulation. And we've got UCopy tweeted that XRP is approaching the final stages of forming a triangle pattern, technical analysis. This suggests that this 7-year accumulation phase from 2018 to 2024 is nearing its end. And according to UCopy, this accumulation period will likely unveil XRP's true potential during this year's 2024 bull cycle, notably drawing parallels to historical trends after the completion of the 2013-2017 accumulation phase. XRP witnessed an astronomical surge. This is when it gets really bullish, all right? Went from pennies to $2.50 right now, and that's huge, representing an increase of nearly 500,000%. And UCopy predicted a similar trajectory this time, emphasizing that the current accumulation period has been longer than the previous one. Of course it has. And the analyst further revealed he anticipates a substantial upward movement in XRP's price until the end of the year. That is bullish. 7 years. Look at that. I mean, this is a pretty wild technical analysis. That would just do my head in, but I'm not going to get too much into this. This is why I don't like too much technical analysis, because it's just, look at it. Wild, right? But we're definitely in this for the long haul. People cannot expect to, make billions of dollars from this stuff overnight. It takes time. And I do think XRP is due well and truly for an increase in the price, but, I'm patient with this stuff for sure. Now, this is an interesting one. We have a $291 billion asset manager predicting Bitcoin will hit 420,000 US dollars. What do you think about that? Let me know in the live chat. Where do you think Bitcoin's price will be at the end of this year? I anticipate easily around the 100 to 150K US. That's 150,000 US dollars. I'm curious to see what my community thinks about that as well. Let me know in the live chat where you think the Bitcoin price will be towards the end of this year. But let's have a read of this. In an interview of Yahoo's finance, Rick Elderman, founder of Digital Asset Council of Financial Professionals and $291 billion assets manager, Elderman Financial Services, provided a striking forecast for a Bitcoin price. Elderman argued that Bitcoin's price would surge to $420,000, attributing to this potential rise to a modest global asset allocation towards Bitcoin. And it would only need a very small allocation from, say, pension funds, sovereign wealth funds, like we're starting to see now, with very, very small amount. And look at this. And during an interview, Elderman delved into the advantages of investing in spot Bitcoin ETFs. He noted that these instruments make Bitcoin accessible in the same way as traditional ETFs, which are commonplace and familiar to investors using ordinary brokerage accounts. And they are incredibly inexpensive, 20 to 25 basis points cheaper than going to, say, Coinbase, because they do take fees on exchanges. Let's have a look here, or any other crypto exchange. And being a brokerage account, you can rebalance and you can dollar cost average, which I like to do. You can tax loss harvest, and Elderman highlighted this setup simplifies the investing process, making it akin to managing any other asset class, thus broadening its appeal to the wider audience. And it's very interesting because, I mean, everything is lining up accordingly for these sovereign wealth funds and pension funds, and I'm sure the retirement accounts here in Australia are going to be doing exactly the same thing very soon. So let me know in the live chat, what do you think about that? I'm curious about that. Now, again, has anyone actually checked out OpenAI's or new, ChatGPT's new artificial intelligence? It is wild. It is absolutely incredible. But OpenAI, one of the world's largest artificial intelligence companies, made an important development and announced the launch of its new model, GPT-4. Is that 0? I don't even know what it is. I'm just going to call it GPT-40, right? The spring updates event. The announcement was made by Mira Murati, OpenAI's Chief Technology Officer. And ChatGPT-4, whatever it is, the latest move of the ChatGPT series, is preparing to bring GPT-4 level intelligence to everyone, including free users. The next generation artificial intelligence model can reason on voice, text, and images simultaneously, making significant progress in multi-model capabilities. And the new model is faster and has advanced text, image, and audio capabilities. And it is called Omni Model because of the ability to reason between different modalities. In addition, GPT-4.0, OpenAI introduced ChatGPT desktop application. This new app will provide users with greater accessibility and convenience by allowing them to access ChatGPT outside the web and mobile applications. That is incredible. Let me know in the live chat, have you used it before? A lot of people are using this to do crypto analysis. And I think Jack the Rippler actually did an analysis on XRP, so I have to look into that. But it's absolutely incredible where this artificial intelligence is going. Now, again, look at this. This is all to do with Roaring Kitty, meme stocks. This is meme coin surge. It's going parabolic, and crypto traders are unimpressed by the recent surge in unofficial GameStop meme coins. Be careful of these freaking meme coins, please. You will do your money very quickly. And the rise follows GameStop's stock of 204% increase and Roaring Kitty's social media return by posting that photograph of the guy sitting in the chair. Anyway, only Pepe and Floki showed impressive gains, while Dogecoin and Shiba Inu retraced. Be very careful with meme coins. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to get too much into that because it's ridiculous. And yes, we get into this. Just checking on Gucci there. But Meme Stock Man reappears after years of GameStop craze. I don't know if anyone was around for this, but it was going parabolic. And the man at the center of the pandemic meme stock craze has returned to social platform X for the first time in 3 years and sent the prices of some of those stocks surging overnight. We were literally just talking about it on CNBC before I went live. Keith Gill, better known as Roaring Kitty, posted an image on Sunday of a man sitting forward in his chair. A meme used by gamers when things are getting serious. He followed that tweet with a YouTube video from years before saying that that's all for now, cuz I'm out of breath. FYI, here's a quick 4-minute video of a game. I'm not going to get into that, but GameStop was a video game retailer, for those of you who have no idea what the hell that is, which was literally struggling back during the pandemic. Now, again, consumers switched rapidly for discs to digital downloads, and Gill and those agree with him changed the trajectory of the company that appeared to be headed for bankruptcy. It was unbelievable. 2 hours before the opening bell Monday, it appeared that Gill had revived the interest and shares of GameStop, surging 40%. And Gill became a cause to caliber, in 2021 after his post on Reddit. Again, this is all to do with Wall Street bets. Ignited a Wall Street battle between thousands of smaller retail investors with large hedge funds that were betting heavily against the survival of GameStop, shorting its stock. And the small guys won, at least for a while, driving the shares of GameStop up more than 1,000% in 2021. And the meme stocks as well. The struggling movie theater chain AMC jumped 2,300% in the same year. And I ended up buying a couple of AMC shares because GameStop was just ridiculous. So let me know if you got involved in that. I'm curious about that one. Moving on, we've got updates in relation to Ethereum. The approval odds decrease for later this month as analysis points out the SEC is considering the security question for the asset. This is, again, very, very interesting. And again, James C for putting up this. Look like the odds just went up for SEC to deny the Ethereum ETFs by claiming Ethereum is a security, not a guarantee that they will do this. But I think this almost guarantees that the SEC is at least considering it. Not groundbreaking, but first I've seen the public SEC documents right now. So, I mean, it's all building up for Ethereum. I'm going to get rid of these pop-ups, but very, very interesting to see what happens to Ethereum if it actually, decides to crash because of this announcement from the SEC. It's going to be fascinating. Signs of an altcoin season, why we are not in one basically yet. Bitcoin could not shake off its halving blues, even though nearly a month had elapsed since the event. Market participants eagerly await a bull run for both Bitcoin and altcoins. And the altcoin season started in September 2023 and saw a pullback in the past 6 weeks. Yes, it did. There's plenty more of store for altcoins, but they have already witnessed a decent return in the 6-month window. And I think we're just well and truly almost there. Just stick with it. And during the 2020 cycle, the altcoin market capitalization went from $51.2 billion in May 2020 to $1.13 trillion in November 2021. Takes time. And this was a 21.6x gain, and similar result during this cycle could put the market cap at $6 trillion this time around. And I honestly suspect that it would be, the full-blown bull market would easily be, between $5 to $10 trillion this time around, because there's institutions in this space now, whereas previously there was not. And that sounds like a mind-blowing number compared to $640 billion at present time. But the crypto cycles do have a way of ripping up expectations. Even though the altcoins have performed well in recent months, they have competed with Bitcoin for a share of the capital inflow. So a lot of money is going into Bitcoin. This could change once investors are willing to embrace more risk, confident to extend their crypto gains and look to expand their altcoin holdings. So be patient with it. There's definitely more on the horizon for that. Now we've got an interesting one here. Dan, let me just get rid of these pop-ups. They're so annoying. Dan Taperio says Bitcoin turning scary bullish, unveils his Bitcoin price target after a clear break from this level. Now again, let's have a look here, scrolling down. Starting to look scary bullish for Bitcoin. Break of $65,000 goes right to $90,000 and then more. Very clear sideways overlapping flag type consolidation. Nearly done, finally. Markets always surprise, specific catalyst unclear, but it doesn't matter. So a lot of analysts are predicting now that we've come out of these Bitcoin ETFs and the halving, that things are going to basically start to pick up, which is what we're all waiting for right there. Michael Saylor, quickly, we'll get into this. Pension fund strategies. And I mentioned this before in the community tab, but the chairman of MicroStrategy has predicted a significant shift in US pension funds investment strategies and believes that Bitcoin will become a key component in basically their positions and their investments. And they manage literally $27 trillion, which is a lot of money. In the State of Wisconsin Investment Board, SWIB, which manages Wisconsin public pensions, disclosed $99 million investment in BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF IBIT. Has anyone actually bought these Bitcoin ETFs, by the way, in their portfolios, their stock portfolios? And Bloomberg senior ETF analyst Eric Balkanis right here highlighted this move, which could signal a broader trend with other pension funds potentially following SWIB's lead. Saylor's forecast is consistent with the increasing institutional interest in Bitcoin, and BlackRock's Robert Mitchnick recently said that several large institutional investors, including pension funds, were carrying out due diligence with Bitcoin investments. So they're just sitting on the sidelines at the moment, and we'll see where that goes. Now, this one is interesting, Bulls. This one's interesting. Look at this. I mean, we all know Vanguard hates Bitcoin, literally despises it, and they actually said, multiple times prior to these, multiple ETFs being approved, that they just despised it and it was never going to happen. But look at this. Vanguard hires former BlackRock iShares executive Salim Ramji as CEO. This has happened today. This came out. BlackRock's former global head of iShares and index investments is joining Vanguard as its new CEO and board of directors from July 8th. In an announcement, Vanguard said Ramji will take over from the current CEO, Tim Buckley, who announced he would retire and step down from the firm in February this year. And Ramji departed from his position at BlackRock in January this year, where he was responsible for managing the majority of the firm's client assets and overseeing the iShares platform. He joined BlackRock over a decade ago. Under his tenure, the assets management firm launched the first spot Bitcoin exchange traded fund for retail investors. Vanguard is the second largest asset firm after BlackRock. Now, if you have not done this before, go and Google basically who controls every single company on the planet. It's either Vanguard or BlackRock. It's incredible. They have a piece in every single pie, or business, I should say, around the globe. And commenting on Ramji's appointment, Bloomberg Intelligence ETF senior ETF analyst Eric, I'm going to call him Eric right here, said that the former BlackRock executive oversaw the filing logistics of IBIT ETF, and he is known to have an interest in digital asset space. And Vanguard, on the other hand, is anti-crypto, which I think is ridiculous. And they're just slowly going to start falling in line and jumping into this. Now, again, we've got Solana price predictions going to $400 US. But Ryan McMillan, Chief Investment Officer of crypto fund manager Merkle Tree Capital, which is incredible. Solana is predicted to rise to $400 during the US elections in November. What do you think about that? I'm in a live chat. Riding on the wave of election-themed meme coins, two Solana-based altcoins, Geo Bowden, which is just ridiculous, and Donald Trump. Who created these? Don't buy them. Just don't do it. But were instrumental in this prediction. These meme coins helped Solana surpass Ethereum in trading volume this Thursday. I think there's more to Solana than meme coins, but just don't go buying meme coins, please. You'll just get wrecked. This happens all the time. Now, blockchaincenter.net. We are at 43 right now. We are not yet in a altcoin season. We're just mid. Everything is very mid at the moment, right? Going down to the top 50 performers over the last 90 days, it is all meme coins. Pepe up 825%, with 622%, Floki 552%. We've got AR right here at 255, Fetch AI 207. Scrolling down, Ethereum's at 2.5. Going down to the bottom here, Hedera's up 27%. Solana's still strong at 28% as well. Very, very nice to see Solana there. Those meme coins, guys. Yes, I know people make money from them, but a lot of people do get wrecked, especially the younger investors that want to chase that hype. Be careful, all right? That's all I'm going to say about that. Scrolling down, let's go to cryptometers.io. We've got money going into Ethereum, Bitcoin XRP. We have Pepe, Tron, Lido DAO, Sologenic. We've got Toncoin as well. And yes, we've got XRP there finally. Can I zoom in on that? Or it just goes a bit weird, but there we go. Look at that right there. I can just do it for a brief moment. Very, very nice to see that. Anyway, let's go to X. And if you are new to the live stream, welcome to the live stream. Thank you to those 749 people that have joined us tonight. Absolutely legendary right here. All right, thank you also to those 6,445 people. If you have not followed me on X, go do that right now. The link is below. There are many fake accounts on X as well. But let's have a look at this. We've got yesterday, Bitcoin ETFs in the United States witnessed a net inflow of $105 million, or I should say 100 million, 0.5 specifically, right? That's incredible. So I think the outflows are slowly starting to, calm down a bit from Grayscale. That'd be incredible if it does. Interesting interview. Bradley Chase, who is the Vice President of Engineering at Ripple X, which is incredible, outlines how tokenization is benefiting their customers. Have a quick listen to this because I think it's always interesting to put this kind of
mostly
content
plus one, not a lot of disagreement on this. I guess the angle I could share just from Ripple's enterprise software offerings and kind of how we're seeing tokenization trends from our customers. So one, our biggest offering is a cross-border payments product called Ripple Payments. Shared DNA with Stellar in many ways. So also can send funds and settle globally in 3 seconds. Those customers now have their own customers that want to pay in stable coins, and they want to hold those stable coins. So that's kind of the simplest on and off ramp gateway for them into the space. And then last year we acquired a company, now offer a custody product. HSBC is a customer, and they're now looking to tokenize. They see the benefits that their customers are getting from holding digital assets, like purely native digital assets on their behalf, and now what else can we kind of use this technology for? So same kind of trends that we're all seeing here, where they're seeing the benefits and wanting to lean into the space.
Very nice to see that. I can't wait for Ripple to start their stable coin. I can't wait for that. I think we definitely need it. And moving on, Crypto Eerie right here. Let's have a look. One of the original architects of the XRP ledger, Jed McCaleb, on smart contracts back in early Ripple days to Stellar today. I don't think it was the right decision. I wish we'd done it years ago, obviously. Which is interesting right here. This is talking about smart contracts. Have a listen to this interview right here. It's fascinating.
I'd done it years ago, obviously. It was kind of one of these things where, we were actually considering doing some smart contract thing back in early Ripple days, but we kind of put it off. And then once Ethereum was starting, and then when we started Stellar, we were like, okay, let's just leave that aside. Maybe it makes more sense just to be more opinionated about what people need and give them all the kind of the building blocks that we think that they'll need. And I still think that it's in some way that's true, but it just doesn't work with people's mentality, right? So people want to be able to experiment and do different things. And so, yeah, I guess if I had to do it over again, we would have done it earlier, or at least had it on the side where people could experiment somehow, and maybe that stuff got pulled into the main branch, periodically or something like that. But yeah, so it's cool to watch. I'm pretty excited about it. I think it'll open up a lot of possibilities and all these kind of use cases and stuff that we didn't that are kind of hard or kludgy to do now. So
fascinating. Jed McCaleb, one of the founders of Ripple, right there. Now this is wild, right? AMC call put back in May the 3rd. So a call option, price going up, puts, price going down. The trader exited likely yesterday for nearly 4,000% gains. However, if he held and exited this morning, he would have had 25,000% return, turning his $32,000 trade into $8 million. This is no BS. You do hear about these things happening all the time, but that is incredible. Good luck to him. That's awesome. Eric Balkanis, the SEC asked commenters read the Ethereum spot ETFs on whether these filers have properly filed their ETF listing proposals as commodities, which, I don't even know at this point if Ethereum is a commodity or if it's a security. But it's interesting. But our odds of approval remain the same, slim to none. Nice job of SG Johnson right here finding this, and was literally buried 50 feet deep in a pile of legalese. or legal language, right? So keep an eye on that, because I think the SEC is going to start throwing Wells notices at the Ethereum network. And a wolf of all streets, very nice name, Vanguard has vowed never to list Bitcoin spot ETFs. What is wrong with them? Vanguard just hired the guy who handled Bitcoin spot ETFs for BlackRock. So yeah, do you think they're going to make the switch and start listing Bitcoin ETFs? I think they do need to do that, because it's just inevitable. It's going to be incredible. Now, moving on, the Fear and Greed Index is sitting at 64. This was this morning. ARK Invest, thank you Ash Crypto for this as well, but ARK Invest bought 2,153 Bitcoin worth $133 million yesterday, despite the Grayscale or GBTC outflows of $50.9 million. Bitcoin ETFs have had a net inflow of 100 million 50, or whatever you call it, and so it's 100 million 500,000. That is a lot of money right there. Coinbase was temporarily out of service for 4 hours. The issue has been fixed, but Coinbase hasn't disclosed the cause. Very interesting. Robinhood Crypto launches Solana staking with 5% APY for EU users. I would love staking to be returned in Australia. It is incredible that you could let your assets go to work for you. And again, you can do that, I'm aware, on many different platforms and so forth. What I did like was Coinspot, the Australian crypto exchange in particular, that literally just added that additional staking back into your holdings on your exchange, and there were no lockup periods, which was great. I know we can stake on Binance, you can stake on OKEx, you can stake on all exchanges as well, but I really liked and enjoyed staking on Coinspot, but unfortunately the Australian regulator stopped us from doing that yet again. Again, this is hilarious. Thank you, Shannon, mate. Really appreciate this one if you're watching now, but tell me about yourself. I am dumb, you're hired. That is the SEC. Moving on as well, this is crazy. Look at Vanguard doing this, but effective July 1st, Vanguard is introducing a $100 processing fee for closing an account or transferring assets out of Vanguard to another firm. Bitcoiners did this right now, and they literally hate cryptocurrency. I don't understand why so much. I thought this was absolutely hilarious as well. In case you missed today's Google I.O. keynote presentation, we summed it up for you. This is just a little bit of fun. It's hilarious. Elon Musk tweeted this as well, taking the absolute piss out of it. Just have a look at this, because it's hilarious. Look at this.
AI,
I found the AI really useful.
generative AI.
I'm getting a headache from watching that, but I thought that was absolutely hilarious. Elon Musk is absolute savage on X. Legend. And Elon Musk is ordered to testify in the SEC's investigation into his $44 billion Twitter acquisition. Gary Gensler is making Elon Musk testify. Come on, the guy can't even buy a social media platform without Gary Gensler. Look, I mean, just this dude. Right here. Gary Gensler. Seriously. Oh, just go away, go retire, play golf somewhere, and just, yeah, do your thing. This one was an interesting one, and thank you, Margu PhD. It's looking at your nose, I don't know why, but the US hedge money and dollar are desperate for stable coins, and this is partly one of the reasons why I believe Ripple, not only that, but I mean the competition out there for stable coins. Have a listen to this. This is why I believe and suspect that Ripple started their own stable coin. It's going to be huge. Listen to this.
You do now, knowing we have debt problems in the future, I think there's a couple of things Congress could do. They're not, but maybe they'll get something done. I think stablecoin legislation would be a good step in the right direction. That could be helpful. That could be done this year. but I don't see anything other than that on the horizon.
Let's talk about stablecoin, because I've heard you say that actually getting legislation on that could help treasury auctions. When you said it, I said, what's the connection there? Take our audience through that connection.
Yeah, so stable coins, which are digital private sector dollar-backed currencies, it's not crypto because it's tethered to the US dollar. They have to have dollar-backed assets. They have to have treasuries or cash to back those stable coins. There's not a law that governs these right now, so they aren't really deployed. But if you actually have a law, which Patrick McHenry and Chair Waters, Maxine Waters and Patrick McHenry are putting a deal together. Schumer is in talks with them. I think there's a reasonable chance they could get a deal on stablecoin legislation. That means you have a legal framework in which you have stablecoins deployed. You'd go from a couple $100 billion of stablecoins to, maybe trillions. Right now, stablecoins are like the 16th largest buyer of bonds, bills, and notes among all sovereigns. If you actually regulate stablecoins, have them deployed, that does two things. That gets the US dollar more deeply ingrained in the oncoming digitization of currencies. That's a good thing. And you create new consumers' demand for our bonds because they have to have those to back up the stablecoins. So more demand for treasuries, more use of a digital dollar throughout the system to help better entrench the dollar. It's a win-win situation for America. I think it's a no-brainer. I'm hopeful, cautiously optimistic Congress might do that this year still. There are good talks happening. And that's one thing you could do on the margins to try and, improve demand for our bonds and improve.
Do you see what's going on here? And why Ripple is essentially well and truly ahead of the game with this. So yes, and it's just funny how it's all tying in together with the lawsuit. And end of the year, we could see finally a resolution in this lawsuit with Ripple and the SEC. But their stable coin is primed and ready to go. Right there, I just played it on the channel live on air. Bit of fun here now. Jim Cramer just hanging it on cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. Just have a look at this.
There's underperformance, okay? Okay, it's depressing.
I don't want to.
What has Bitcoin ever done for mankind? Are you ever Bitcoin a Bitcoin phone? Watson, come here, I need you. I mean, what is it?
Well, coming up, United Healthcare is apparently in.
There's underperformance.
So he hates Bitcoin. He hates it. Absolutely hates it right now. Jerome Powell, right? I mean, we've got our own issues here in Australia, but Jerome Powell right here, the Fed. Have a listen to this. This is crazy. It's going up forever. Buy Bitcoin. The debt around the world is climbing at astronomical rates. I don't even know how they're going to handle this, but just have a listen to this.
The CBO projects the federal deficit to be $2.8 trillion in 10 years. The CBO also says that federal debt will be $52 trillion by 2033. At what point do you talk more firmly with lawmakers about fiscal responsibility? Because I'm assuming monetary policy cannot handle alone the inflation or keep that inflation in check with the higher level of spending.
I don't do that. That's really not my job. I will say, and many of my predecessors have said, that we're on an unsustainable fiscal path, and that needs to be addressed over time. But I think trying to get into that with lawmakers would be kind of inappropriate, given our independence and our need to stick to our knitting.
Is there any conversation then about the Federal Reserve financing?
I'm not going to play that because it's going to get me in trouble. But I mean, the debt is enormous in the United States, and again here in Australia as well. In particular, the state of Victoria. I'm going to get political on this channel. Now, this is interesting. Vanguard, yes, Salim Ramji right here, new CEO. Again, he's the one that saw all of the ETFs, at BlackRock, oversaw all the, incredible stuff that BlackRock's done right here. And again, why would Vanguard be hiring him as the new company CEO? Have a listen to this just quickly.
It's certainly been a record first half for us in bond ETF flows. But a lot of that was just investors getting back to rebalancing their portfolios from underweights that they had at the beginning of the year. And they're still doing some of that in their portfolios. But I think around equities, some of it has been the resurgence in things like the S&P. But I think underneath it is just investors realizing that in a portfolio, you need both. And there's no one exact moment to time the market, but it's how to get good balance in your portfolios. And that includes US equities, it includes fixed income, and it includes a whole range of things kind of well beyond that in international markets and in some of the things like active ETFs that you talked about as well.
And Salim, I'm really excited to get into fixed income ETFs with you, but we have to start with the Bitcoin filing. Of course, BlackRock really made waves and then some with that mid-June refiling for a spot Bitcoin ETF. And I think we've all learned a lot about surveillance sharing agreements in the past couple of weeks. I want to talk about the fact that it's a partnership with Coinbase. Why is Coinbase the right partner here?
Well, Katie, and you'll forgive me because I'm limited in what I can say because there is a live filing around it. And so let me try and answer your question with two broader answers, which is the first one is that the underlying technology that underpins Bitcoin and the blockchain technology is something we're incredibly excited about. And we're incredibly excited about it because it removes frictions, or at least has the promise of removing frictions across the ecosystem. And for us in the role that we play, which is all about how do you take out friction in the ecosystem, whether it's trading and settlement times, I think the underpinnings are really, really powerful for us. So that really sparked our interest in this whole area a number of years ago. And the second thing is all about access. So nearly 20 years ago, we launched our gold ETFs. And the gold is held in custody in a vault, which is remote from us, but it's now easier to transact in gold using our gold ETFs. And we're applying that same philosophy to other new and emerging asset classes like Bitcoin, just as we did to gold 20 years ago, just as we did to bonds 20 years ago. So I know that doesn't answer your question, but we really just see this as about how do we embrace new technologies that are trying to reduce friction, and how do we help investors gain access to parts of the market that had otherwise been more difficult or really expensive or opaque for them to access.
That's incredible that now he's going to be appointed as the CEO of Vanguard. That's incredible. I can't wait to see what happens there. Jay Clayton, this guy's a nightmare, but this is an interview on CNBC Squawk Box here, just in terms of these meme stocks that everybody's talking about right now. Have a listen to this. It's causing chaos in traditional markets.
It's not insider trading. That's clear. And he's trading on his own information. That's why it's not insider trading. But is this something that we should be tolerating in our markets? You know, whether it's legal or illegal, I don't think so. And that's why I say, why doesn't he? You know, look,
what does that mean? Not to tolerate. So the idea, I would think, is you look at this more in the context of market manipulation, right? And the question is, are you allowed to manipulate the market? People, by the way, publish things all the time, and they say, hey, I like this stock, and they, you know, hope that other folks follow them. Is that market manipulation?
Generally not.
Maybe not. So what is the distinction in your mind as somebody who ran this department and who's looking at and cares about the integrity of these markets?
Well, that's why I'm saying, okay, we can discuss what are exactly the facts and circumstances around the publication of this tweet and the like. But in the meantime, if you care about the markets and you care about investing, come on this program. Right. Tell people why you did this.
From your lips. God bless you. We hope.
They are literally losing their minds over this, and it's no kidding on CNBC as we speak, because I've got that live. And that is pretty much it right here. Let's just get this last one. But Simon McLaughlin right here, the CEO of American Exchange Uphold, affirms that some well-known finance giants are leveraging cryptocurrencies like XRP to move funds around the world, aka XRP right here. And I'm wearing it because it's freezing in Melbourne. But anyway, Bulls, let's have a look at the live chat right now. Let's have a look right here. I'm going to scroll up to the top as I do. If you have any questions, jump in right now. Tobias Spain in the house. That is incredible. We have, what time is the CPI data in Australian time? I think CNBC put it up at, was it 8:30 a.m.? It's, gosh, a couple of hours away now from Australia, which is going to be interesting. Yo Ant, hi from the UK. Thank you, Blister. 3:36 a.m. in Arizona. What, that is early. Please tell me you're having a coffee. And again, back to your question, Shane, there's no XDC news at the moment. I'm just continuing to dollar cost average into XDC, or Sinfin, I should say. Again, I'm incredibly bullish on the project long term. It is tokenizing gold, not backed by gold, but it is tokenizing gold as well. And also LCX is tokenizing diamonds on their exchange, so LCX. So I'm accumulating more of that, just dollar cost averaging. So anything that with real world utility is my main focus. Let's have a look here. Chicago's in the house. Would love to visit Chicago. Puerto Rico's in the house. Hello, Tony and all watching. Hello, Joe. Canberra's in the house. What's the weather like in Canberra at the moment? Must be freezing. Don't worry, SEC and Ripple should be settled by 2025. I think it'll be well and truly done before that. Let's have a look here. Bitcoin price is 250K max. I think it can easily hit that. Pam, 120,000 US dollars. I agree. Johnny, 90,000. Let's have a look here. I have 1,000 XRP, but I'm still FOMOing. That's incredible. 400K max at the peak of the bull run. I think anything is possible. Johnny, won't see a bull run this year. Why is that, Johnny? I honestly believe we will. It's just everyone's a little bit impatient at the moment, and I think it's good to see all of this in the news as well. And again, if these sovereign wealth funds and pension funds start jumping into this space, it'll be wild. Let's have a look here. The SEC case is nearly over. Yes, I agree. Let's have a look here. Trisso, dude, have you watched Rust Valley Restores on Netflix? I'm only asking because you mentioned Top Gear. No, I have not. But I'm bullish on Top Gear. I love it. It's just this, I don't know what it is about Top Gear, but I'm obsessed with Top Gear. Jeremy Clarkson, James May, and Richard Hammond. Those three guys, mate, I tell you, it's just, sometimes it's like the male brain. It just likes dumb shit. I don't know. It's hilarious. It just relaxes my mind. Watching so much finance news and stuff, it relaxes me at night before I go to sleep. Larry Kink does. What about this time, bro? Let's have a look here. What was your question? Trying to find that. Bitcoin is just a meme coin. No, it's more than that, that's for sure. Let's have a look here. Marty, take me home country road to the place I belong. I agree. Hey mate, I'm from Melbourne. Can you tell me more about the bots you use, because I've been scammed too many times? So, Ricardo, look, there are scams, many scams out there. So 3 commas is literally, let me put it in perspective. 3 commas is trading software that links up to whatever exchange you're using. It could be, OKEx, it could be BuyBit, it could be Binance, Coinbase Pro, KuCoin. There's many different exchanges. So it's not like you're depositing money into a platform. So 3 commas is incredible because it links up to your exchange through an API key, and it allows you to trade using the software. So the API key gives it access not to withdraw funds or anything like that. It just uses that to trade with software. So no one can touch your money. It doesn't involve touching your cryptos or anything like that. So just making that very clear. There are many platforms out there which I've tried all of them. I've lost big money in them. I've been scammed out of some of them where you deposit, I'm not saying that it is, but I believe it's Pionex or something like that. There was one that I tried a long time ago that you literally deposit money in and they trade it for you. That I don't like because I don't have direct access to my capital. Yes, you do, but in the event the platform drops, you lose your money. And this is how a lot of people get caught out. I've been caught out personally with this. So the beautiful thing about 3 commas is it literally links, it's just software that trades for you. So it uses the trading money in your trading account. So on it, basically on all exchanges, you have a funding account, you have a trading account. It can't use both. So this is why I love 3 commas on the exchanges I'm using, because it just trades it for you. So again, go check it out. That's all in the Wall Street Bull University, Ricardo. Let's have a look here. ETH on the Precimus right here as a security. Yeah, I think it may be labeled as a security. I think something's brewing, definitely for sure. Watching from River in Essex, BlackRock, Vanguard, all boring, evil sounding company names. Yeah, I agree. Let's have a look here. The only solution is a new world reserve currency and the new world bank and the new world financial system. Yes, I agree. Greetings from Bulgaria. Clayton never met the word integrity. Yeah, I agree. I think there's a lot of shady stuff going on there, that's for sure. Could look at Gari Network, don't know about that one. Holger, hey there, I'm back. Grabbed a coffee for sure, that's good. Let's have a look here. They're annoyed that Roaring Kitty is back, but yeah, big money has been manipulating the stock market for forever. Yeah, I agree, Natasha, that is for sure. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if they go after him anyway. I mean, really, they'll probably just throw him in jail for market manipulation. I know that Elon Musk must have had a warning from the SEC for manipulation. I mean, he's so big, but definitely along the same lines as that for sure. Kurte Toros, will 18K XRP be a life changer? It may very well be a life changer. We don't know. But I definitely can't give financial advice on YouTube, that is for sure. So join the Wall Street Bull University and we can talk. Let's have a look here. Craig, my mum loved Top Gear when she was alive. Well, sorry to hear that, mate. And she was in her 70s. I love it. I love it, Craig. Honestly, it's one of those shows that it's calming. And the crazy stuff they do, yeah, it's definitely calming. I absolutely love it. Let's have a look here. It's about muscle cars in Canada. Okay, it's not too bad, but there's 5 seasons now, but it's not bad, pretty good. Okay, I'll check it out. Thanks, Trisso. Whatever happened to Gas Monkey Garage with Richard Rawlings? I used to love that. Have you watched Diddley Squat Farm on Amazon? Yes, I've watched it all. It is hilarious. Jeremy Clarkson and his farm at Diddley Squat is the best show ever. And I love how he bought himself a Lamborghini monster tractor instead of buying something like suitable for the farm. That's definitely my style. Let's have a look here. Thank you. And this is true about Top Gear. Yes. In a fictional world, is 1,000 XRP enough? I can't give financial advice. Look, I get this question so many times. Is it enough? Is it enough? Is it enough? Look, the reality of it is it's basically what you can afford. And, you know, there's no right or wrong in this. So long as you're in the game, that's pretty much what, what matters and what counts. I can't give estimates on how much people should hold and whatnot because it would just be completely wrong. But put it this way, I would say that if you're investing in cryptocurrencies, and you're expecting to make millions of dollars, which can happen, but it's probably like 1 in a billion chance that it would happen, like $50 turning into like 10,000, maybe, who knows? But you mean you can use that sort of analogy right there, but things take significant amount of capital to make significant gains. I mean, you have to be aware of that. So it's basically whatever you can afford. That's the reality of it. And yeah, again, it's me, chat. Yeah, it depends on how long you hold as well. That is for sure. So the longer you hold and, you can withstand a lot of market turbulence, that will demonstrate where your investments go, really. But we'll see how we go this bull run. I think things are going to be parabolic in the next few months, but we have to stay focused and have an investment strategy and also an exit strategy. That's very important. If you're, as an example, up like 500-600% or 1,000% or 4,000%, you'd seriously have to look at taking those profits because the market will take them from you. I've seen it happen so many times before. If you're up significantly, take a percentage off the table or at least your initial investment out. This is what I like to do anyway. So your initial investment is taken out and you're basically playing with house money. That's the way I like to do things as well. So you're not at risk of losing your initial money that you put in. Once that's out, you're playing with house money and you can do as you wish. But we're not in a full-blown bull market yet for sure. Let's have a look here. Just dump 100K into an ETF and continue working. You won't get rich. Remember, invest for your kids, not yourself. I agree. 100%. What happened to the lawsuit? Any update? Lawsuit is still progressing. I believe Ripple, in regards to the SEC lawsuit, Ripple had some confidential information sealed from the public. Understandable. So that's pretty much where the update is at the moment with the lawsuit and with Ripple and the SEC. But that is pretty much it. It's been a bit of a interesting day. A lot of focus on meme stocks on Wall Street with Roaring Kitty posting that photograph today. But there's a lot happening in the background as well, Bulls. So keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on X. And I will say, just ending on this, because I've got to head off because it's going to be a late night for me. But I will say, if you have access to financial news channels, aka, I know CNBC's like cable TV or paid, which is annoying. Bloomberg has a free option where you can watch the financial news. Just immerse yourself in watching the financial markets and news. Keep an update on it, whether it's in the morning when you're having your coffee or at night in the afternoon. It's always interesting. And of course, X is there, for us, but do that because it will definitely change your mindset on everything in regards to investing. You'll see what's happening in the markets and get a feel for what's happening out there. But do that, definitely. Anyway, thank you very much to those 1,283 people that tuned in and the 241 that are currently watching at the moment. I can see the stats. It's unreal. Thank you so much, guys. I'm out of here, and I will be back hopefully next day or so. I've got a pretty busy week ahead of me, but I'll try and get a video in as quick as I can. But guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you haven't joined the Wall Street Bull University, link is below. I'm posting up there when I get news and updates and things. And I will post up the new bot that I've set up as well on 3 commas on BuyBit because again, the market volatility, it's a pretty bullish bot that I've set up. So go check it out. It's in the Wall Street Bull University. All right, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you. Have a good night. Have a good morning. And if it's morning, I should say have a good afternoon. Have a good morning. I keep forgetting it. Have an espresso. All right, guys. And if you're having an espresso, make it a double for me because I'm in need of one tonight. All right, guys, take care of yourselves. Speak soon. All right, peace out. Bye.